Welcome to the Ultimate Sports Podcast. Today is Wednesday, August 7th, 2019. Today I'm going to recap yesterday's baseball games, look ahead to today's games, talk about another possible injured list stint for a big-time New York Yankees player, and my best bet of the day. All right, we're going to start with baseball. We had one-day game and a bunch of night games. One game during the day yesterday was a doubleheader first game between the White Sox and the Tigers from Detroit. And the White Sox came out top on that one by a score of 5-3 as Chicago improved to 50-61. Detroit dropped to 32-77. Dylan Cease to win. Daniel Norris to loss. Alex Colomé to save. Cease 5 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, a walk, 6 strikeouts, ERA of 6. Norris 5 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, ERA of 4.76. Brewers over the Pirates 4-3. The Brewers go to 59-56. Pittsburgh 48-65. Junior Guerrero gets the win. Francisco Liriano the loss. Matt Albers the save. Chase Anderson started 5 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, a walk, 4 strikeouts, ERA 3.7. Stephen Brault 5 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, a walk, 6 strikeouts, ERA 4.09. Yankees over the Orioles 9-4. That's 7 straight wins for them. They're 74-39. Baltimore is 38-75. Nestor Cortes Jr. gets the win. Asher Wojciechowski to loss. Adam Ottavino the save. Jonathan Holder was the opener for them. 2 2/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. ERA 6.31. Cortes in relief, 2 1/3 innings, a hit, no runs, a walk, and a strikeout. ERA 4.37. He was marvelous in the middle relief role. Asher Wojciechowski 4 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. ERA 4.89. Game 2 of the doubleheader between the Tigers and the White Sox. Tigers come out this time on top, 10-6. The Tigers go to 33-77. Chicago 50-62. Drew Verhagen the win. Hector Santiago the loss. Verhagen 5 innings, 7 hits, and a run, no walks, 5 strikeouts. ERA 9.15. Santiago 4 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. ERA 7.71. Royals over the Red Sox 6-2. Bad loss for Boston as they dropped to 60-56. KC is 41-74. Jacob Junis the win. Andrew Cashner the loss. Junis pitched fine in this game. A quality start. 6 innings, 7 hits, and a run, a walk, 4 strikeouts. ERA 4.88. Cashner 5 1/3 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. ERA 4.68. Mets over the Marlins 5-0. That is, I believe, 4 in a row for the Mets. 5 in a row. My bad. 58-56 on the year. Miami's 42-70. Zach Wheeler to win. Hector Negrete the loss. Wheeler was marvelous. 8 innings, 8 hits, no runs, 5 strikeouts, and a walk. ERA 4.2. Negrete 5 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. ERA of 9. Rays over the Blue Jays 7-6 on a walk-off wild pitch as Kevin Kiermaier scored the game-winning run. Rays are 66-49. Toronto's 46-70. Diego Castillo to win. And charged with the loss who threw the wild pitch, Buddy Boshers. The starter for Tampa Bay in this game was Andrew Kitteridge, who was the opener. 2 innings, 2 hits, 3 runs, a walk, 6 strikeouts, ERA 3.33. Ryan Yarbrough in relief. 4 2/3 innings, 4 hits, and a run, a walk, 5 strikeouts, ERA 3.9. And for Toronto, Trent Thornton, 3 2/3 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs, a walk, 2 strikeouts, ERA 5.55. Reds over the Angels 8-4. The Reds are 54-58. Angels are 56-59. Anthony DeSclafani to win. Jose Suarez the loss. DeSclafani 5 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, ERA 4.2. Jose Suarez 5 innings, 10 hits, 6 runs, a walk, 3 strikeouts, ERA 6.22. Athletics over the Cubs 11-4. Good bounce back win for Oakland. 65-49 on the year. Cubs are 61-52. Brent Anderson the win. John Lester the loss. Anderson 6 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, a walk, 3 strikeouts, ERA 3.99. So a quality start for him. Lester was awful. 4 innings, 10 hits, 10 runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, ERA 4.46. Career high in earned runs for Lester. Astros over the Rockies 11-6 in what was Zach Greinke's first game in Houston 74-70 are the Astros on the year. Rockies are 52-61. Zach Greinke to win. He's 1-0 as an Astro. Chichi Gonzalez the loss. He drops to 0-4. Greinke 6 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, ERA 7.5. It was a blowout game, so Greinke didn't have to be good in this game whatsoever. Herman Marquez 5 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, no walks, 4 strikeouts, ERA 4.82. Braves over the Twins 12-7. A good win for Atlanta on the road. 67-48 on the year. Minnesota 70-43. Mike Foltynewicz the win. Jose Barrios the loss. Foltynewicz in his first game back, 5 in the third innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, ERA 6.26. Barrios 5 and 2/3 innings, 9 hits, 9 runs, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts, ERA 3.24. Not very good for the Twins ace. D-backs over the Phillies 8-4. The D-backs are 57-57. Phillies 59-54. Andrews Jafine the win. Ranger Suarez the loss. Mike Leake 5 in the third innings, 11 hits, 2 runs, a walk, 3 strikeouts, ERA 3.38. Arrieta 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, ERA 4.41. Nats over the Giants 5-3. The Nationals 16-53. Giants 56-58. Aaron Sanchez the winner. Anibal Sanchez. Connor Menez the loss. Sean Doolittle the save. Sanchez 6 innings, 4 hits, and a run, a walk, 3 strikeouts, ERA 3.67. Menez 6 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, ERA 5.73. Dodgers over the Cardinals 3-1. The Dodgers are 76-40. St. Louis 58-54. Clayton Kershaw the win. Miles Mikolas the loss. Kenley Jansen the save. Kershaw's had a fabulous season. Nobody's talking about it. 7 innings, 4 hits, and a run, a walk, 9 strikeouts, ERA 2.77. Miles Mikolas 6 in the third inning, 6 hits, 2 runs, a walk, 7 strikeouts, ERA 3.94. So a quality start for Mikolas. Padres over the Mariners 9-4. The Padres are 52-60. Seattle's 47-68. Getting the win for San Diego, Dinelson Lamet, who had a no-hitter through 6 innings. Wade LeBlanc the loss, 6-5. Lamet 7 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 4 walks, 12 strikeouts, ERA 3.9. Matt Whistler was the opener. Went an inning, didn't do anything, ERA 4.82. Wade LeBlanc, meanwhile, 5 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, a walk, 5 strikeouts, ERA 5.38. Rangers Indians was postponed. Makeup date today. So looks like that's going to be a doubleheader. 12 o'clock, you have the Marlins and the Mets. From Citi Field, Mets going for the sweep. Jordan Yamamoto against Steven Matz. White Sox Tigers. Ivanova against Tyler Alexander. Rangers Indians Game 1. Ariel Gerardo and Zach Plesac. Blue Jays Rays. Wilmer Font and Brendan McKay. Looking forward to see how McKay looks because he's been kind of on and off. Braves Twins. Max Fried and Martin Perez. 2 o'clock Rockies Astros. Peter Lambert and Garrett Cole. A's Cubs. Homer Bailey and Jose Quintana. 3 o'clock Cubs Dodgers. Jack Flaherty and Dustin May. May making his second start. Dodgers going for the sweep. Nationals Giants at 3:45. You have Joe Ross against Sean Anderson. 4 o'clock Game 2 between the Rangers and the Indians. Lance Lynn, and we don't know who's going for Cleveland yet. Maybe an opener. 6:40 Padres Mariners. Joey Lucchesi and Yusei Kikuchi. 7 o'clock ESPN. Brewers Pirates. Drew Pomeranz and Trevor Williams. I feel like this is the ESPN game because all the better games are matinee games. Tough call here. Pomeranz, I did not like that acquisition for Milwaukee. He was pitching very well with the Giants, and that was more because the Giants in the big ballpark, and they've been playing weaker teams out in San Francisco, and San Francisco was playing well a few weeks ago. So I'm going to go with Pittsburgh at home here as an underdog. So give me Trevor Williams and the Pirates. This is the second time I've taken Trevor Williams in at least a 5-day span, because I believe I took him against the Mets, and they won that game, if I'm not mistaken. That's the game that snapped that Met winning streak before they started this new winning streak. So give me Pittsburgh at home tonight. Yankees-Orioles, James Paxton and John Means. I'm interested to see how John Means pitches tonight against a great lineup like the Yankees. Means has had a career year as a rookie. He should absolutely be in play for the American League Rookie of the Year, especially if he finishes with an ERA under 3. This guy is very impressive, so I wouldn't be shocked if the Yankees' long winning streak at Camden Yards comes to an end tonight. Red Sox hosting the Royals. Eduardo Rodriguez and George Sparkman. And last but not least, 9:40 Phillies Diamondbacks. Jason Vargas and Zach Gallen. Gallen making his Diamondbacks debut. Gleyber Torres had to leave the Yankee-Oriole game yesterday in the bottom of the second inning due to a core issue that he was dealing with in the Sunday night game against the Red Sox. He had an ultrasound on Sunday night and they didn't find anything. And it looks like they're getting an MRI done to do second tests on him because I think the doctors really second-guessed or misevaluated this injury. And that's the hospital doctors. These aren't the Yankee doctors who I think have done a poor job this year misevaluating injuries themselves with all the injuries they've had despite having the best record in the American League. But Gleyber Torres is a big part of what they do, and if they lose him for a significant amount of time, I think it could cost them home field advantage in the American League playoffs. They'll still win the division, but they might be the number 2 seed rather than the number 1 seed without Gleyber Torres for a lengthy period of time. But if he's out for the season, then I wouldn't be I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be dumbfounded because like that's how the year's gone for the Yankees in terms of injuries. I heard a rumor that Luke Voigt's out for the year, but Luke Voigt is saying that he might be back soon. But if Gleyber's out for the year and say they get back Voigt and Encarnacion, I feel like those 2 power bats in the lineup can make up for Gleyber a little bit, but Gleyber does more than just power, unlike Voigt and Encarnacion. He's the second best player on the team behind Aaron Judge. But DJ LeMahieu's having the best season on the team offensively, but overall, if I had to power rank the Yankee position players, Aaron Judge is 1, Gleyber Torres is 2, and the injured Giancarlo Stanton, I still think he's a good player when he's healthy. I put him at number 3, and then Gary Sanchez at 4, and then Didi Gregorius at 5. I think those are the best 5 position players on the Yankees, with honorable mentions to DJ LeMahieu, who's having a career year, and Luke Voigt, who really has turned his career around since coming to the Bronx. So we'll see what happens with Torres. I think he's going to go on the injured list, but I don't think he's going to be out for that long. I expect him to be back for the stretch run in September. So I'm not expecting him to be out for 6 weeks like Luke Voigt. All right, best bet of the day brought to you by DraftKings. Some interesting games with big favorites today around the majors. So, without further ado, here we go. I am going to take the Mets in Game 1 against the Marlins. I'm going to take the Indians in Game 1 against the Rangers. I'm going to take Tampa Bay. I believe in Brendan McKay. I love the Astros today against the Rockies. I'm going to avoid the Dodgers because Dustin May is just a kid. And Jack Flaherty is an established pitcher, so I like that as an underdog play, the Cardinals. I'm going to go with the Padres on the road at Seattle. I'm going to avoid the Yankees because James Paxton's just been brutal on the road this year. Always been brutal all season, pretty much, for the Yanks. So I'm going to avoid that. I'm going to take the Red Sox. Eduardo Rodriguez pitches well at Fenway Park. And that's 6 teams, a little above 8-1, or I'm sorry, below 8-1, wagering $1, payout of $8.92. That's it for the podcast today. I'll be back tomorrow recapping today's baseball games, looking ahead to tomorrow's games, best bet, and maybe another activity or two as well, and any other news that breaks around the world of sports. Hope you guys have a great day, everybody.